Focus is a lost art in our modern day guitar industry. Decades ago, when our guitar heroes were learning to play the guitar, it was infinitely easier for them to focus on practicing one thing at a time because they only had a few ways to learn at their disposal. At the time, there's essentially two methods. Learn out of a book you bought from a music store, or pick up the record player needle over and over again and practice one small part of a song at a time. Now we live in a day and age when the opposite is true. According to YouTube, there are over 300 hours of video content being uploaded every 60 seconds, and more guitar-related videos than you could ever watch in a lifetime, with hundreds, maybe even thousands more being uploaded every single day. That's not even taking into account all of the teacher portals, online courses, and online guitar instructors that are vying for your attention as well. The more content these instructors and YouTubers churn out, the more successful they are, while guitar players like yourself end up being confused, overwhelmed, and frustrated trying to learn guitar without a roadmap. Most of these creators don't teach you how important it is to focus on one thing at a time for long enough so that it's actually usable in your guitar playing long term. Instead, they are rewarding you for rapidly jumping from one shiny object to the next without effectively learning or mastering anything along the way. No wonder you're frustrated with how long it's taking you to see improvement on the guitar. What's even worse is that this lack of progress will eventually lead to frustration, overwhelm, and burnout. What you need is an individualized path. Following a path that will eliminate the noise and allow you to focus on learning the right skills and techniques one at a time. Adapting this strategy will save you years of time that would otherwise be spent practicing the wrong things and seeing little progress. When you set a combination of short and long-term goals, it becomes much easier to figure out what you need to be focusing on and when. Setting goals doesn't need to feel overwhelming. Start simple. What do you want to be able to do or play next? This could be anything from playing your favorite song at a performance level or learning to play slide guitar in standard tuning. Every guitar player is unique, so every goal will be unique. Now let's think about long term. What do you ultimately want to be able to do on the guitar in the future? Write that long-term goal down and keep it in the back of your mind as you decide what your next short-term goals are. If it feels easier to just focus on setting one short-term goal right now, then that's totally fine. The entire point of this valuable exercise is to eliminate the noise and confusion. Do what works for you as an individual. Once you're clear on what you want to be able to do on the guitar, it's important to assess how good you currently are at the skills needed to accomplish the first short-term goal that you have set. This self-assessment is incredibly important because it encourages you to narrow your focus down to only learning the skills needed to progress to the next milestone. No more stressing about learning everything there is to know on the guitar all at one time. Keeping a narrowed focus will allow you to improve in the areas that really matter and at a much faster rate. Now that you have a focused plan in place that is going to help you rapidly improve on the guitar, it's time to focus on taking each and every skill, technique, and song that you learn past the finish line. If you're only learning songs and skills well enough to sort of play them, you're doing yourself a true disservice. I'm not going to pull your leg. It takes more effort to take a skill or a song way past that finish line. But here's the thing. Once you start seeing results from doing this, putting in the repetitions to generate those results becomes addictive. At the end of the day, there's nothing more motivating than knowing that these skills will be in your playing arsenal for the rest of your life instead of being forgotten in a month. In order to get really good on the guitar, you need goals, a plan, and a commitment to taking each and every skill over the finish line. I promise you, this will change everything.